Hello. Speaking to my window to the world here with my, I'm having a 1 o'clock in the afternoon cup of coffee. Be the last one of the day. Just gonna continue doing what I do, which is just talk to you about music and what's on my mind. Had a really nice visit with an artist who moved to Omaha, originally from Florida. Scott Blake was over. Very cool artist, actually. I will talk about him for a second. He does pop-up books. You might know his work. Barcode Madonna. Anybody know this work? Stuff is all over the world. This is his latest one doing, he explained this, but it's like, it's awesome. I like surrounding myself with creative people and people that give a damn. You know, one of his latest projects is regarding the death penalty. You know, both he and I are against it, and you know, he's using his art, you know, to try and do something, and I applaud that. Anyway, just kind of reflecting on the conversation and the visit that we had. I wasn't sure I'd make a video today, but I will. I have a message for someone who sent me some music. I'll do it at the end, okay? Because I've told people, I've broken hearts here before, you know. I keep telling people, don't send me your music. If you don't think you're good, you know, and you might think you're good, but I might not like it, you know. And the other thing is, I have to say it here and now, I am still perplexed at some of the music that people want me to listen to. It's like, aren't you paying any attention to what I'm about here, my channel? Because people send me music and it's like, you're not paying any attention to what it is I like, because this is not what I like. Even if it's good, it's like, you know, I'm going to tell you what I think, you know. So, in the background, I'm listening to my old, as I call them, my dog's favorites. It's an old slang term, but to me, you know, it's still a fun one. My dogs, YMO, Yellow Magic Orchestra, After Service. This is a live album. Just love these guys. This was recorded in 1983. This is the red vinyl version. I got it on my USB turntable, which I sometimes set up here right next to me as I sit at the computer and do work, because that leads to me playing more records. The convenience of being able to just drop it, you know, as opposed to turning around and going across the room to play them on the good turntable. It's just human nature. To continue the conversation from yesterday, of course, I never show everything when I show records. And so sometimes when I show something, because I'm talking to the entire world and who knows who I'm talking to, I can anticipate that I'll show something, and sure enough, there'll be another person who'll say, well, what about? It's just the nature of the game, because you're not talking to one person, you're talking to who knows who. So I show a little bit of Canterbury, and of course the question comes up, well, what about Robert Wyatt? Of course. Rock Bottom. This is my second vinyl copy. I bought it when it first came out. It was indeed quite a trip and a tragedy and an upset when Robert Wyatt was paralyzed. I still remember living through learning that news and wondering what was going to happen, and, you know, falling out of a window at a party, a gong party, or basically, you know, a party where a bunch of musicians, including members of Gong, are at, and they're just, who knows. Robert Wyatt, an English institution, the man, his drumming was fantastic. So that was what really hit me. I said, what, you know? But again, he went on. This is an early solo album, his first solo album, The End of an Ear. Second edition, it's, I understand that the orange label, CBS, would be a first edition, so this is a reissue. Now, I, for one, like this album. It's not a real easy listen, you know, it's kind of a jam session, but there are themes that you hear on other Soft Machine records that they touch on here. So I have that one. The Ruth is Stranger Than Richard. This is a recent reissue. Nicely done. Domino. Good album. Nothing Can Stop Us. I don't have a complete Robert Wyatt. I just, you know, I've never been able to afford to complete, I wish, any of the artists that I love. But do I love Robert Wyatt? Oh, yes. Comic Opera. This is one that I still need to become more familiar with. 12-inch here. I've got more. I've got 7 inches, but here's one. Shipbuilding by Robert Wyatt. It's just fantastic. To me, this is the version. Next thing that's I pulled in my next to Robert Wyatt is X in my collection, starting with Exit. American Indian band, really excellent. And then right before Robert Wyatt is Richard Wright, Wet Dream from Pink Floyd. And I've always liked this album, you know. There's a couple songs on here. It's kind of light, but it's good. It's good. In my stack, because what's been going on, actually, I can explain, besides having the turntable next to the computer, which explains why I've been playing so many records the last few days, but it's kind of an aftermath of making a record that my fascination is with records is rekindled, you know, having a new release, wanting to play it, you know, it just, again, and then the self-critical thing of, you know, playing my record and playing other people's records, trying to make sure, is this really good? You know, I think it's good. Let me play something else after this, before it, after that. You know, that's had something to do with it, you know, and thankfully the record is out now and other people are telling me and telling you, and you can find out that I wasn't imagining things. It's very good. It is good music. Really well done. It is real well done. Some of the music that I've been playing, I just pulled this, played a little bit. Don't remember why. I know why I bought this. This is a band called Naive. The record is called Fish. They appear to be from, let me get this right because I mess up many times. This looked to be Danish. Copenhagen is mentioned on here. And kind of a, this is 80s, 1985, so it's got that 80s kind of alt pop sort of sound, electro alt pop. And when I put it on, it wasn't clicking right away, so I had to skip around. I found a decent song, Ode to Naive, you know, kind of their title song, so that saves it. I hadn't played this in years, so this was out. We were talking about Klaus Schulze online last night, so I pulled Black Dance. I started to play this, and yes, this is one of my least favorites of Klaus Schulze. I love the cover, but actually, I was talking this up last night. I hadn't heard it in a long time, and it is good, but this is one of my least favorite Klaus Schulze albums, actually. Played a bunch of this. This is QED. This is a compilation of industrial artists recording something related to a place called NL Centrum, where many of the artists performed. And this is just this is really excellent industrial music. Everyone from Laibach, Zev, SPK, Der Plan, Chris and Cozy, the Hafler Trio, Einstürzende Neubauten, let's see, Etant Donné, Test Department, Legendary Pink Dots, Blurt. That's not all the artists on here. This is a double album. I listened to 2 sides of this last night. Industrial music on purpose can be jarring, unsettling, even a little uncomfortable. titillating, all on purpose. And so therefore this is some very stimulating, interesting listening. I went through a period where after I first embraced this music, I went through another freak out with organized religion where I purged a lot of this music because I thought it was evil, and then come full circle, and just recognize the darkness and the light. It's all part of the whole picture, and you interpret it in many different ways the way you like. I really like industrial music. Some of it is unsettling still. Potemkin, Triton. This is a French band. It's Zool music in the Magma School. This is excellent, and I do wish that I had their other album on vinyl. I do have it on the computer. Triton. This is 70s. This is collectible. It's been reissued. 1977. I think this is a first run though. Mine is I've had it since about 1977, 78. Najma. Indian vocalist, Karib. And this is primarily with tabla, violin, santur. There is some fretless bass on there. This is lovely, very Indian, enchanting voice. I don't know the language, so I just let it have its natural effect, which is pretty strong. Now I'm going to switch here because I don't know, hopefully I don't get banned or blocked, but a favorite remix is Darshan by David Sylvian and Robert Fripp, remixed by the Future Sound of London. I'm just going to put this on in the background because this is so tasty. I keep it real quiet. I would encourage you to seek this out. This is really good. Just a little bit of it. It's just real, wonderful sound. This is an example of why I say, when you want to send music to me, pay attention to what I'm playing. I'm not playing, this is what you're hearing. You're not going to hear me play stuff that is fairly regular sounding. And so when you send me music that's pretty regular sounding, that's going to be my first response. I'll be able to tell whether or not it's well done. But I like originality. I've made over 1,000 videos. If you watch them, it's really consistent that, I'm not a snob, but it's like I have been a snob. It's happened several times in the past. Ooh, hold on. This is just so good. It's good loud. So it's like, I'm not going to mention the name of the artist that sent me it's a demo. Couple things. When the record comes out, or the CD actually comes out, when it's done and proper, send me one again if you want to. That's when I'll review. As I said earlier, I've had people send me stuff where I told them, I'm warning you, I'm honest, and then I was honest about it, and then they got mad, and I said, I told you. So that's what I'm just trying to preface why I'm not going to, this person that sent me this music, if you realize your project, let me know. Maybe even send me to a link online if you have your music online, like most people do, like Bandcamp or something. But yeah, I get asked a lot, still, more maybe, I don't know, all the time. I'd like you to have a listen to this, you know, or check this out or watch me. And it's like, it's all good because it's how you do, you know. But and I really do know what I like. And a lot of what is liked by people, I don't like. And what I was sent is like, this sounds just like more of what it sounds like I hear a lot. It doesn't stand out. So that's, I want to encourage you, if you happen to watch this, obviously you watch my videos, I want to encourage you to keep doing your thing, and if this is what you believe in, do it. But I'm trying to, I know that no matter how I say this, it can offend, it can piss someone off, but I gotta say this, you know. If you like my channel, pay attention to the music I talk about, because I'm not talking about music at all related to what you sent me. If you happen to watch through my videos, I have been sent music that is not released or it's not well known, and it's like, this is really good, and so I talk about it. I'll give an example, you know, someone that I've actually ended up working with is the Solar System. I didn't know anything about the Solar System until I joined the VC. Shit, the Solar System is good, you know, and just keeps getting better, you know. So his work, their work speaks for itself. What I just got is pretty good, but it sounds like it's just getting started, you know. You know how bands develop, so if it's what you love and you really believe in, you know, just keep going, you know. And think about who to send it to. I think you sent it to the wrong person. I like stuff that's unusual. I do. It's really obvious if you watch my videos. I like things kind of different. Thank you, though. Thank you. Did I handle that okay, guys? I never said anyone's name. See, that's how neurotic I get. You know, it's like, on the one hand, I'm trying. I want to just be as honest as I can be, and then because of convention and just because of the nature of human communication, I worry. Did I say the wrong thing? Did I say too much? Can they handle it? You know, and then I have to let it go because it's just the way it is. I mean, it's like, last thing I'll share here that I can think of, because I could talk for an hour actually. An old friend of mine who I used to play music with was by yesterday, and we are good friends, but we're the kind of friends that we butt heads a lot, you know. But it is a respect and a love, you know. And he has his head trip and I have mine. But when a person tells me something about me that is a perception that they think is right because it's what they see and it's just one part of you, but then they try to tell you that that's what you are, I just will not have that. And that just came up because that happens a lot, and that was happening with my friend yesterday. But anyway, he brought me some stuff because, like a lot of us, money is tight. My friend was one of the first people to get a copy of Nice when I made these back in 2001. And this one is signed. This is actually before I actually had them manufactured. I made these one at a time at home and burned them. So this is like the first run. This is actually very rare. So I finished this in 2000. In January, I started to put them out. So this is dated January 6, 2001, when I signed it for my friend Rich. He's never played it, but because he's like a brother, he was one of the first people to get this. Anyway, he needs some money, so he asked me to see if I could sell this. These are collectible. These I only made a handful, maybe 5 or 10. And then I had like, I think I had 300 of these manufactured like that. Okay. And then check it out. I set up a distribution deal with a bookstore who I think I mentioned before, but now I don't think I will because of business. I don't want to slander anyone, but it was a national book store that's gone out of business. But you know, I tried to set up a distribution. I did set up distribution through their books nationally, bookstores, for nice. And then they lost them. So the few of these that I sold, I don't know where the others are. If it's a box that's sitting in the bottom of the ocean somewhere or what. But what I'm saying is that these are not easy to find and collectible. So Rich told me to try to sell this for him. I've gone back to checking my personal messages. For a while, I'd stopped checking my personal messages on YouTube. I explained why, but I'm checking again. So, minimum for this is going to be, you know, I gotta say, because this is handmade and all that. Even though it's only a CD, it's an artifact, and I'm offering it for sale to give the money to my friend. He needs it, so. If you're interested in this, I'm going to say right now the price is $30 plus postage. And for anyone that might be chuckling or laughing at me at this time, you know, I can deal with that because I've had people comment online from overseas saying, you know, your record's really pretty, I'd like to get it, but I'd never pay that for overseas shipping. Well, you know, it's like a lot of people are. I just sent 2 packages today to England. It honors me, you know. It's all about perception, you know, because, man, you know, it's about perception. You know, you don't, you know. So I've said a mouthful, and it's 22 minutes, and if anything, sometimes it's good to go back and listen a second time to things that I try to say, because a lot of information can go by and it's like we only catch just, you know, a fraction of what was said or meant. And I have good intentions, but I'm human, so I can't get it right. I can always just try. I always try, you know. I was listening to some Locust today, the Locust and Melt Banana. Isn't that some wild stuff? See ya.